Well, I'm gonna jump back on Final Fantasy.
Yo.
Hey.
Yo.
Yeah.
Meh.
Meh.
Hey.
I suppose I should sign in the Catgirls.
I'm probably gonna hop back on.
Are any of you in Terra? By that I mean the Terra Salis Free Company.
Nope.
Good.
I'm in Bahamut Guard.
I'm in guard as well.
Well, apparently there's some bullshit going on with their free company, and I used to be with them like months ago, and I left. From what I was told secondhand, it's basically apply here for potential Fuck, how do I explain this?
It's not just your typical guild trauma, is it?
Just internal shit. Mostly to do with promotions.
In other words, typical fucking guild trauma.
Yeah, the best way to explain it probably is the equivalent of a corrupt guard commander.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's why I don't recommend them anymore.
I don't know. You guys in guard seem decent. Mind you, I haven't been with them long.
Hey, I have no argument with that. Go with what works. As long as you're in a free company. Also, I'm kind of miffed about the board game online game.
Oh?
Oh, just the ending.
No, honestly, I think that was dumb too.
Yeah. Dumb.
You
What
know,
about the new?
like that was uncanny timing.
That was pretty funny though.
You know,
Yeah, I'm not gonna go back 20 spaces. Are you fucking kidding me?
nuclear launch detected.
Apparently, they didn't agree with my sentiment.
Nope.
Badly.
And then Qualzen tried to shoot me, but I had the Matrix dodge.
That thing is so
Nope.
high.
No.
All right, what to do?
I'm gonna log on to Catgirls once Steve decides to cooperate.
Okay.
Oh, shit's stuck in the background. I wonder. Let's try that again.
How are you guys doing progress-wise, anyway?
I have not actually played in a little while now.
I'm at about level 17 and just grinding things right now.
I'm also at level 17.
It's so much more It's relaxing to play that after grinding Diablo horribly for the last 24 hours. Hey, I did one.
You to link up?
Me or him?
You.
Yeah, you got me. But it's nice after having gotten 1 through 70 done, plus a whole bunch of season done today, to just finally kick back and do something relaxing.
God, we got enough for a whole goddamn dungeon here. What could possibly go wrong?
Everybody dies!
Rocks fall.
Hit.
Do we have to count all of them?
Nuclear launch detected.
So we got a Lancer, an Arcanist, whatever the hell Mew plays. I don't remember off the top of my head.
DHM.
So 3 DPS and a multi-roll. I've got a terrible idea.
I can only imagine what you're thinking.
Turn you into a temporary alicorn princess and mix in a little spell 63.
I'd be I'd be down.
May I assist?
Okay.
Good. Go poke Starly whenever you're ready.
Okay. That's not what I was going to suggest, but okay.
I do believe my keyboard is dying.
I appear to have broken my keyboard.
Yeah, Still Series engine is a shitty piece of software, and if it quits working and you unplug the mouse, it causes a blue screen.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh. I did not read
No,
that
see,
tweet
here's the
properly.
thing. Have any of you hit Palace of the Dead yet?
No.
No.
Nope.
Any of you unlocked Quarry Mill yet?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh boy. Quarry Mill's in South Shroud.
Where?
It's one of the two towns. And I'm under the assumption all of you have the airship pass at least, right?
No.
I haven't bothered with it yet.
I'm
If you
still...
go to other towns' calls, then you have it.
I haven't actually gone to another town yet.
Neither have I.
I'm just running around.
I've only ever been in Lenosha. I haven't been anywhere else.
How far are you in the main quest line then?
I have no idea.
Have you even done any of the original dungeons yet?
I don't think so. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh boy.
I'm literally just running story quests. It's not dungeons yet at all.
I don't even know what the story quest is.
Okay, Qual's in. Any quest that has a meteor icon is a main story quest. Those are the ones you usually complete for unlocks.
That's
For
what
what?
I'm doing.
I'm on Starham. I'm on Forest Friend level 24.
You're way past the point, you. South Shroud's nearest to Grindani anyway, so you just have to go to the area.
Hey,
The mobs here, I believe, are 35-ish, though. At least in this area.
yeah, I think I got killed by something over there.
If you want, I can taxi you over.
That's alright. Do you think we could run Holly Tolly?
Sounds like a plan. It'll
Wait.
be kind of weird, though.
Yeah, you guys probably haven't unlocked it yet.
Well, with our party makeup, we have 3 DPS and a multi-roll. I can take all 3 of the jobs. It's just doing Holotali, unless we unsync, which is something I'd rather do. You just need to clear it, mind you.
I don't need the clear per se, but I've got a lot in my hunting log for in there.
That counts for clear,
Anyway.
because that's probably something I'd probably have to do at some point too.
Echoling, yeah, Doctor, Firemain. That's about it, actually.
Let's see where the unlock is for that.
Town over there.
Players must be level 20 and must have completed the following: Dress to Deceive. Well, so much for that. Unless the 2 of us go in. You 2 just aren't high enough for it yet. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
And I'll get there when I get there.
Holotali's optional anyway.
One day I'll figure out how to play this game like all of you.
The only reason I can even keep up with this game is because I've played so many of these that I kind of know what to do. The only thing I don't get in this game is gathering. What is the system they use?
You have to have the profession to even
Okay.
gather that shit.
Okay.
The nose
Have you never touched gathering or crafting yet?
I haven't done that, no.
Thankfully, gathering is pissy. It's just it's gear based mostly. You gotta remember, I'm the poor sucker that has all 60s in those categories.
Mm.
Crafting and so put me out of my misery. But if you want to go into that profession and the associated professions, I can certainly help you out. Is Carlson thinking about doing the same at some point?
I don't know.
It's honestly totally optional, but you can certainly do it.
Sure.
Alright. I'm going to prepare some kits for you two then. As for the professions themselves, just nab them from your towns as you see them.
Yeah.
You want to pick them all up.
That's pretty much what I did. Just grab level 1 and everything.
That reminds me, I believe I gave you the starting gear kit, I think, for that stuff, didn't I? You?
You did, yes, after seeing how fucked my set was for crafting.
I'm pretty much going to do the same thing for these two. cheap to do.
Oh, rip.
Eh.
Someone on Twitter had their circle pad pop off of the 3DS.
Oh dear.
Those aren't too hard to replace.
Oh, sorry for rip.
Hmm?
Oh, I just saw the Twitter thing. Okay, what I need to buy here? That's a lot of cloth. But doable. So, do you two have a preferred color?
Red or black.
So
Honestly,
red for one.
I just like darker colors. Whatever the color is, I don't really mind as long as
Yeah.
it's not like pink or something.
Red, black, purple.
Hopefully. I'm gonna figure out where the hell a Diemonger went. Straight black, unfortunately, is expensive as hell, so it's that. That. And that will probably be the dark color. Unless you have a better preference.
Eh. Charcoal gray and rust red eye are both good.
There's also midnight blue, which is the darkest blue available.
Eh.
At least for cheap. Because Alfred suggested a dark color, so... I'll probably go with red for you.
Oh, that works.
I should buy the dyes later after I actually craft the gear. Hey, there's a thought. See, this kit I'm constructing is basically a good set of HQ gear that will get you all the way to around level 10. After that, you're pretty much going to find upgrades on your own, or craft them yourself. Because technically, you could go to your free company home and do the same thing I'm doing.
I'm not.
You can you can buy pretty much any material from the level up to around level 20 recipes directly from the material supplier.
I'm not in a free company.
Have you just not been invited to one, or?
Yeah, haven't been invited. Don't really know much about them.
It's basically a clan.
Or a guild. Either way.
Honestly, it just depends on what game you grew up with in terms of terminology, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You're not really tied to one though. You can pretty much leave at any time.
But yeah, I haven't been invited to one.
I don't have any good suggestions, so maybe go with the same one you two are with. I mean, the one I'm with was actually an offshoot of Terra, and they're kind of they're different.
Sounds like what happened to my clan on Warframe. We fractured off of a really crappy clan that died, and now they hate us because we're more successful. But no, they did kind of the same thing you were talking about, Starhammer. They did a lot of just stupid things like that. And they lost their entire player base. And then they yelled at us for it, blaming us. And tried to start shit in the Discord, and we just kicked them.
So more of the same.
Yep.
It's just
Except
regular guild
back.
stuff.
Yep. But they were quickly replaced, and no one cares anymore.
Alright, might as well get started. Oh, there's one additional benefit that I just realized Mew won't have, because I'm dumb. I'm throwing in a level 9 piece of equipment compared to the kit Mew had. It's only like an HQ copper choker. It's like the first plus CP item.
Mm.
As you level up, you're not going to notice much of a difference. It just really helps when you're crafting, because there's only so much CP you can work with. You'll see when you start playing with it.
Alright.
Is this his finagle as Guild Wars 2's current system? Of
How so?
awfulness? No, I mean, is it similar to their current system of weird finagleness?
Well, from someone who actually did this, played Guild Wars 2 and did some of the crafting, I'd say it's different. Because in Guild Wars 2, you actually had to discover recipes and shit.
Oh, I
As
remember
opposed
that.
to here, you unlock them automatically every so often.
Oh, okay.
You just have a different kind of bullshit you have to put up with.
Oh, okay.
If you want to find out for yourself, just pick up a crafting class and try making something. And don't worry about the gear, because honestly, I've got a lot of pieces to make, so you got plenty of time. In fact, I hope I have bag space now that I think about it. I will say this though. If you're used to games like World of Warcraft, where you basically got the mats, and then you just do a cast timer on it, and you automatically make the thing, it doesn't work that way here.
I started on RuneScape 2. I know the system like that of awful, where you have to manually make everything. Assuming it's anything like that.
It's not that bad.
It's not as bad as RS's. Okay, system for RS is basically you go, you harvest the material, you sit there, you manually click your tool, and you manually make things. And you have to manually do everything in that game.
That's stupid.
Granted, they do give you some magic to work with, so it's not as stupid as this. The perk is you can do everything in that game with magic, so it's not as tedious if you have the money.
Alright, then let me give you an example here. I'm making a level 3 merchant's purse on the leatherworking tree.
Mhm.
To make an item in this game, you actually have 2 bars. A progress bar and a quality bar. Now, since I'm level 60 and have absurd gear levels, all I have to do is hit like 4 buttons and correction, 5 buttons, because I failed. And I have a full quality merchant's purse created, which is commonly known as high quality in this game. Using Mew as an example, the majority of his crafting and gathering gear right now is high quality. The difference here is that high quality gear has a little like a thing to it. The icon has a little like light at the towards the top of it.
It almost looks like it's glowing, really.
Yeah. So as you're crafting, that's basically what you're doing, because you can A, craft the item, or B, you can craft an item that's high quality. And as a result, the higher quality you shoot for and successfully get, the more experience you get from the item. Does that make sense?
That sounds like an okay system, honestly.
Yeah, bad. It's just one of the quirks is that some of the good skills you unfortunately have to level, because the game has like 3 separate level breakpoints for best skills in the game as far as crafting goes. Which, by the way, is why crafting guys usually tell you to level Culinarian first.
I just started Culinarian.
I actually had not heard that yet.
Honestly, I would suggest just getting all of them.
My friend who played this told me to just spec all of them, pretty much.
Because eventually you're going to use skills from all of them anyway. So for example, every crafting profession actually has like the same skills except for a few. Because around level 15, unique skill that's cross-classable among all of them, pretty much. And the majority of them are actually useful. The other 2 breakpoints are 37 and 50. So that's why I said, getting Culinarian to 37 is probably the best first option. if you really want to go for it, but it's not really that big of a deal because you're eventually going to have to level all this shit. If you want to be a hardcore crafter like me. Honestly, there's only 2 real big skills I recommend picking up first and foremost. Weaver to 15 for careful synthesis, and Culinarian for hasty touch at 15 and steady hand 2 at level 37. And then from there, just pick and choose. Just to give you an idea of what they do. Since you haven't done any of the actual crafts yet, and you has, I'll try and describe it basic for you. The first ability you get is called basic synthesis, which is 100% efficiency, but has a 90% chance to actually succeed. Careful synthesis is basically the equivalent. Just the 2 values are swapped.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it seems like basic synthesis has a 100% chance to fail.
Welcome to RNG land. This is normal. But there's a way to mitigate that, actually, Mew. At level 9, you get what's called Steady Hand, which all classes get. It improves your action success rate by 20%, or 30% in the case of the Culinarian skill. Which is the main reason people get it. It's kind of required. At level 50 in Weaver, you get Careful Synthesis 2, which is basically 1, except you get an additional 30% efficiency. And when I say efficiency, I'm talking about crafting progress. So, it's kind of convoluted, but it becomes second nature once you start figuring out what the hell's going on.
Alright.
Besides, you're not doing like level 60 crafts where the requirements are insane or anything yet. I assure you, you got a long way to go before that.
I'm just picturing the horrifying thing known as legendary.
Of what?
Legendary crafting in Guild Wars and how horrible it was.
I don't think we have nearly that bad, but we have our share of problems.
Four stacks of planks for gifts. Some kind of weapon for like 1,500 gold that never drops. Plus whatever else they decide to toss in there, that's probably like another 500-600 gold. You're looking about 3,000 gold for a weapon. And even if you don't spin that and you just craft it, it's even more, which really is weird to me.
Sounds like a fucked up market.
Oh, it is. What happened was, there was a resource that was down, or up quite a bit, and it dropped pretty much to the dirt, like 2 days later. And it was a mid-tier crafting material that dropped lower than a tier 1 crafting material. And in Guild Wars, mid-tiers generally cost more than...
Well, look at it this way. In this game, I think the only problem you're going to is doing Weaver. Because the majority of the material for around 27 requires Dynamite Webs, which is a dungeon later on.
Oh.
That's the only place I'm aware of that drops it. Which, in my opinion, is kind of a design flaw, but that's just me. But I'm sure there's alternatives.
I'm getting flashbacks to Dark Iron and WoW. One place it drops, one place to go craft it.
Yeah, but it's different here because Dark Iron was more of a level 50 thing. Here, this is just probably a time sink for crafting. Because otherwise, I'm sure you'd probably have much less difficulty. And by then, I think Dire Web relatively cheap. I think now.
Are there any time-gated things in this game?
Nothing you have to worry about at your level.
I just meant in general.
Well, it depends on what you're doing, but yeah, there are definitely a few. It's like I said, though, I don't think you have to worry about it right away.